From the top of the 222 building on College Avenue in downtown Appleton, it's Varsity Roundtable with Ricardo Arguello, featuring Brett Christopherson and Rosie. Tonight on The Big Show,
the top-ranked Kaukauna Ghost Wrestling Team members.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo Arguello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Varsity Roundtable, a weekly look at high school sports in the Fox Valley area and the only live online high school sports talk show in the state. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team. We're here, amazing high definition at the mothership, 10th floor of the 222 building downtown Appleton here on College Avenue, and it's 2025. And I'm thinking to myself, over the past holidays, who can I have on to kick off the 2025 year? I couldn't think of anybody better than the four-time consecutive state champion Kaukauna wrestling team, and that's what I have here on the show. We have three outstanding athletes from that team, and here to talk with us quick. I'm just going to introduce you guys real quick. We'll get some bios from you in a little bit. We have Liam Crook. Liam, say hi to everyone right there. Hi. There we go. Don't forget about my guy, Peyton Lee.
Hey.
Hey, Brady Sprangers. There we go. We're gonna get to know Brady a little bit too here on this, because both Peyton and Liam have been on the show before. But Brady, we're gonna pick your mind a little bit here, my friend. But all these guys are here to talk about the great seasons that they've been having. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But again, four-time defending state champion Kaukauna wrestling. When you're talking about wrestling in the state, it doesn't get any better than Kaukauna wrestling as they vie for a fifth consecutive state team championship. Now, I'd like to let everyone know that we are live and interactive. So if you're on your tablet or on your desktop, maybe on your phone, you know, if you're watching this, kind of go over the screen. It should prompt you with a chat application. Sign in, give yourself a name, and we'll get any questions that you might have here over to the guys. Look at them. They can't wait to answer any of the questions that you might have. Got Brett Christopherson over there behind the Dell computer. He'll get those questions over to us right away. Again, every week, Jim Rosandick, he's handling the production end over there behind the computer. I'm not sure what he does, but he keeps everything flowing. But like I do before every show, this is about wrestling and anything pertaining to wrestling. Ladies, I know you want to ask for numbers and things like that, but we can't have that. This is not about that. It's just wrestling. Now, if you have wrestling questions, we can do that, but don't be asking for numbers or anything. Guys, I had to do that. The first couple episodes, this show has been on what, Brett? 15, 16 years? The very first year we were doing this, we had people asking for, can't do that. Sorry. Sorry, boys. You're on your own when it comes to that, gentlemen. So let's get to know the guys a little bit. We're going to start here with Liam. Liam, I want you to let everyone know what weight class you're at and how you got into wrestling. Go ahead.
I'm 175 pounds, and I got into wrestling because I couldn't really keep still. I had impulse issues, okay. So I just got into wrestling. I stuck with it ever since.
Perfect setup for you. All right, Peyton?
157, and I got into wrestling through my family. We're a wrestling family, so I kind of just got dragged into the mix, and I've been in here ever since.
Okay, great stuff. Okay, your turn, Brady.
I'm at 190, and not even really sure how I got into wrestling. I think it was just I tried a lot of different sports growing up or whatever, so I think I just fell into that.
Okay. All right, great stuff again here with the guys here from Kaukauna Wrestling. If you have any questions, log into that live chat. Brett will get those questions over to us right away. First off, gentlemen, incredible start to your year. You guys just had the best wrestling tournament around here. The Cheesehead Invitational, probably, it is the best invitational in the state. One of the top ones in the Midwest. You guys hosted, it was like 200-something wrestlers, a bunch of teams, some of them highly ranked. Folks, these guys finished fourth in a stacked field. That's what I want to start with, because you, as a team, you finished fourth. Liam, you took first in your weight class. Both Peyton and Brady took third. That's saying a lot, am I right, guys? When you're that high in the standings there, or I should say when you're on the podium like that, with wrestlers like that. And we're gonna start over here with Brady. Brady, I gotta pick your brain first, and we're gonna work our ways back here. How do you feel like a sense of accomplishment, I guess, finishing third with so many great wrestlers?
Definitely, yeah. Coming into it or whatever, I was surprised getting the 3rd seed. So that was definitely surprising after, I think last year I finished maybe 17th, I think.
Okay.
So it was definitely a big step up from last year, and I definitely feel like I...
Got a picture of you there, Brady, there. Sometimes I'll point those out, guys. Look at that. Putting that technique in, getting the elbow down, about ready. What are you about ready to do? A little half Nelson there? Is that what
I do not remember.
Okay. All right. Well, Peyton, again, 3rd place. I mean, and all these guys are in very competitive weight classes. Your thoughts on that, finishing 3rd, and how do you think you did?
I mean, the Cheesehead's competitive. It's a very hard tournament, so to be able to improve the levels every single year is just something I strive for.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay. And there's a picture of you there. I think that might be a photo from earlier in the year, though. Okay, so Liam, you took first at 175. Is that what you said?
165.
165. So, give me the thoughts there. Competitive field, as we all know. Did you like the way you wrestled? You finished first, but would you say that you were on your A game throughout the whole tournament?
Yeah, I liked the way I wrestled. Seeing I didn't get the opportunity to show off my skills at the Cheesehead last year. I was injured.
Okay.
I think my finals match was a little tight, but nothing you can't work on, confidence-wise, skills-wise.
Yeah. There's a great picture of you back at the team tournament there, you guys capturing that 4th title. Fantastic stuff. So, the Cheesehead in general, how proud of you guys are you guys of as a program to host something like that? And I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes with Coach Machik and is it Scott Cleaver?
Yep.
Correct. And some other folks as well, because that has been a destination point. Everyone knows right around the first of the year, it's time for the Cheesehead. Do you guys like being kind of known as having the premier tournament in the state and also one of the top ones in the Midwest, Liam?
Yeah, we definitely enjoy that we are known big enough to have top nationally ranked teams come, but we don't want to be known for having a tournament.
Okay.
I think we want to be known for being a great team in the tournament, being a team who isn't just pushing for a trophy, a top 6 finish, but pushing for the number 1 spot, right? We don't want the tournament to overgrow us. We want to be able to say, hey, we're here as well.
Competitive.
Yeah.
Want to be competitive. Peyton, Brady, anything to add to that?
I would definitely say that we always we're definitely competitive in this tournament, and we always are striving to be the number 1 team there. So, yeah, I agree with Liam there.
All right, Peyton?
Yeah, kind of as they said.
Okay. All right. Brett, let me know when you have something online. Okay, don't be shy. Don't be shy out there in cyber world. These guys want to answer questions. I know you got some. Let's talk about the roster a little bit. Now, we know about your exploits, but let's talk about the roster. Here, and I put down here on my script, here's time to talk about your other guys. Give some of the other guys some love. Now, there's a couple guys who I remember from last year. I'm not fully in wrestling mode, guys, okay? I'm still kind of transitioning into that. I've got basketball, and then I'm transitioning. But, some of the guys that I remember, some of the guys that were on the show, right? Jenkins, right? And then is it Nehemiah?
Yep.
The heavyweight. And I think he wrestled, was it 113 or was it 106? DiPiazza. So those are names that come off the top of my head. But give me some other guys that maybe are in position to maybe surprise a few people this year, because you always have that every year. Always have some risers, right? Late risers towards the end of the season. What do you think?
Perry Bear.
Okay.
He beat top.
What weight class? Give me the weight.
138.
Okay.
He beat top 20, top 16 guy in the state early on, and he's been working hard ever since. And he's going to keep going through that path. We have Zach Winnikins, who's our 215 pounder. And he's looking like a formidable guy in our state and the region conference.
Now Brady, do you get to wrestle him a little bit in
I
practice?
have before.
Okay.
But he's not currently my practice partner.
Gotcha. How about for you, Peyton and Brady? Anybody else?
Yeah. We switch our varsity a lot. We have at the Cheesehead, we switched out our, I believe it was 132 But before that at Eau Claire, our guy Bryce Knutson, he went down and he beat like number 14 at the spot.
Two-time state qualifier.
Two-time state qualifier, yep.
So it's like, to me, and Brady, if you want to add in another wrestler too, if you want to, but it seems to me like these guys are itching. They're itching to get out in the mat, am I right? And on the varsity roster and show off their stuff. And that shows how great depth you have. Brady, if you had anybody else that comes to mind?
I would just say maybe my practice partner, Colin. He's at 165 this year. I've always wrestled him throughout my wrestling career, I would say. He's my best friend.
Okay.
And he's looking good this year, I would say.
Okay, great stuff. Anybody else have anybody else that comes to mind? No? Okay, great stuff. Again, Brett, let me know if you have a question. Oh, you do have a question. All right, guys, let's switch it to Cyber World. Could have potentially billions watching if China's checking in, right? Malaysia. You never know who's checking in.
They got more on their plate than Varsity Roundtable.
Well, you never know.
China and Russia, but
we got Kaukauna on.
Now listen, Ricardo, we got. I'm waiting. Okay, it's been pretty quiet out there. I'm monitoring on YouTube. I'm monitoring on Facebook. So I'm ready for some questions, and I know people are watching. But there is one question that comes up every year when wrestlers are on. What is the biggest misconception? When it comes to the sport of wrestling, I'm guessing everybody thinks you're starving yourself, right? Never eating for like 4 months.
First off, just the thought of that breaks my heart.
You love to eat.
I do love to eat. I'm going to ask Brady. We'll go with Brady and then come back this way. So, yeah, what in your mind, is that kind of like the key misconception that you guys are out, you guys are out and trying to lose weight and no matter how much it takes, right? Is that kind of
I would definitely say a lot of people, I get that. Like, I'd be eating something and somebody would say, you're probably not supposed to be eating that. You're supposed to be losing weight or whatever. And I'm actually like the opposite. I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight for my weight class and stuff, so it does not apply to everybody.
Got you. How about for you, Peyton and Liam?
Yeah, well, me and him recently had to cut. He had to go 165 for Cheesehead.
Right,
And
yes.
I cut to 150 for Cheesehead. And
was it a struggle?
It has been at points, but I say it wasn't like the craziest cut of all time, but it definitely was a struggle for me. I don't really cut weight a lot, so it definitely was a little bit of a struggle on my part. Starving yourself, not always the case. It's really
there's rules in place, right?
Yeah.
There's only so much weight you can lose, correct? I just want to let people know that. So when he it's not like that. You guys have to follow strict protocols, right?
Yeah, we had to follow our descent plan that only allows us to drop. How much is it per week?
Whatever your body fat is at the beginning of the season, it kind of dictates that. It's a lot of math that I don't.
Pretty much. Okay. I'm in statistics class, and I couldn't even tell you that.
So coaches are on top of it, though, right? I'm guessing your coaches are on top of that.
That's the beauty of our sport is we have skilled coaches and really smart coaches that are able to kind of guide you through that. They're not going to hold your hand, but they can give you the steps.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Great stuff. Brett, did you have
we're talking body fat. We can stand to lose a few.
Right, yeah, we can lose a whole bunch, probably.
Pretty substantial.
What it comes down to. But, good stuff.
Hey, Rosie had one.
Yeah, Rosie.
And then there's one on Facebook, too. But Rosie was wondering if you guys have ever gone into a match where you maybe kind of overlooked or underestimated your opponent, and then all of a sudden it was, this guy's pretty good. Had to kind of regroup in the middle of a match.
That's a good one. Well, we can actually start here with Liam and go back that down the line here.
Probably my freshman year, I was a little airheaded.
Okay.
I walked into the state tournament kind of telling myself.
But not anymore.
No, not all the time. Okay. Kind of telling myself, you're number 2 in the state.
Mm-hmm.
The finals is kind of the path, and you hit a wall, and I wasn't mentally prepared enough to move that wall. I hit it and I sat on my butt for a little bit.
Okay. All right. How about for you, Peyton and Brady? Anything?
I guess I never necessarily overlooked anyone.
Okay.
My big issue was never overlooking. It's something that hasn't been really as big of an issue nowadays, but it's been an issue towards like my freshman sophomore year. But I'm definitely a big overthinker.
Okay.
I still do it a good bit to this day. I've been able to calm it down, but that's definitely been like my one issue before going out into matches. I'll just overthink everything.
Wow, interesting. Brady, how about for you?
I try to think of every match as the same. I try to picture everyone as the same skill level and just go out there and try my hardest and then figure it out, kind of feel it out throughout the match instead of setting a game plan before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Brett, you said you had one more online. What is it?
Christina Crook on Facebook wants to know, do you have an individual goal for each season?
Ooh, individual
Always
goal.
team goals, but what's the individual
Individual goal. We're talking about. We're gonna start with Peyton on that.
I'm going for an individual state title. That's
Okay.
what my goal is right there.
Okay. All right. That's very succinct, right? Right. How about for you, Liam?
State title is always the goal, but I think my biggest goal is just to have fun.
Okay.
You don't need. At the end of the day, wrestling isn't gonna be your life. I mean, it's gonna be a big portion, but you're gonna retire. You're gonna have to move on, and can't dwell on things.
Okay. All right. How about for you, Brady?
Mine is always just to keep improving throughout the season and from what I did last year. So
Okay.
I'm just always hoping to get better.
All right, great stuff again here with Kaukauna wrestlers. We got Liam Crook, Peyton Lee, and Brady Sprangers. If you have any questions, please log into that live chat. We're kind of closing in on our halftime here. Look, I wanted to ask you this question. I don't want you to be specific because you never know if you have your opponents watching right now. But I wanted to know maybe your favorite move on the mat. Do you have a go-to? You could be more general if you would like. I don't want you to give away your game plan or anything. But we'll start over there with Brady and work our way back here again.
I would say definitely this year I have been doing my double leg a lot this year.
Okay. Now is that something that you've worked to perfect, or is that?
Definitely this year I've been practicing a lot more. Yes.
Okay. All right. Peyton?
I mean, I don't think I need to hide it. My biggest thing is that I love doing a cross-face cradle.
Okay.
Can you demonstrate that on Ricardo?
No.
We'd like to see that.
No, I haven't paid my deductible yet, my insurance yet. So let's not do that. But how about for you, Liam?
I like the duck under.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite.
I've heard that before from some other wrestlers, the duck under. Or maybe that was you last year who mentioned the duck under. I'm not sure. I think actually no, what it was when we had the champions wrestler. I think that was one of the female wrestlers, one of their favorite moves. So is that a common move? The duck under is.
Not really. No, it's kind of harder to hit. And
Okay.
It's very based on the wrestler, but.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Good stuff again here. Oh, we have one more from online. What do you got?
Yeah, our friend Jerry on YouTube, he wants to know what school has been your most challenging opponent. That's a good question. Is there such a thing for Kaukauna, right?
I'm not sure if he means a team. Well, let's just go with the team
yeah.
aspect of it. Yeah. Anybody come to mind there? We'll start here with Peyton.
I'm gonna have to pass that. I have no idea.
Okay. How about Liam or Brady?
I mean, Bayport's always put up a good fight. It's always kind of.
Yeah.
Because they had a really good crowd last year.
Okay.
And that can play into some things.
Okay.
They got the mat lamp, and that kind of mentally can switch some guys up. Nina is really good.
And then I'd have to probably say Rapids too in there.
Yep. This year at Eau Claire, it wasn't a duel, but we went against St. Michael Albertsville out in Minnesota. And they're a nationally ranked team. They had a number 3 guy in the country, coming to Oklahoma State. So, I mean, we got a lot of guys that we're chasing to always be better than.
Okay. All right. How about for you, Brady? Was that yours, right? Or Wisconsin Rapids?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you mentioned real quick. You mentioned the lamping. That's where you guys are like, it's like the lights shining right on the thing. Do you like that? And look, and I'm saying this because we have photographers on our staff who hate that.
We don't like it.
Okay, because they can't get a good look right there. Thank you, Rosie. We can't get a good picture of you guys.
And before I say this, we love every official.
Yeah,
We love them all.
Okay.
We respect them all.
Yeah.
Their job is hard. Parents yelling at them constantly is not a fun thing, but sometimes we can see that the guy's pinned and they look at the shadows.
Yes, there we go. Okay.
That's just something that I have noticed.
Yes. Okay. How about for you, Peyton and Brady? You guys like that so much? No. Well, we're complaining. It's just because we're selfish. We want to get a good shot of you guys and face wise, but for you on the mat, Peyton, Brady, do you like that?
Honestly, no, I don't. The spotlight's just too much, in my opinion. It's like, I mean, I'll use our school as an example. We don't use any mat light. We just go use normal lights, and that just feels like a proper wrestling match to me. When you put the spotlight on, in my opinion, it just like draws too much attention on it.
Okay.
And for some people, especially when you can already be nervous before walking into a match, that might make them even more nervous.
Interesting. Okay. Wow, good stuff. Brady?
I would definitely agree with Liam on like the official part of it and stuff, but I would say it sets an atmosphere.
Okay.
I kind of like that part about it.
Okay, that it does. That it does. So interesting stuff. Thank you, gentlemen, for
Put
that.
a matte lamp on for the round table, right?
Right.
Just to shine it on you, Ricardo.
No, not on me. I have just one more question because I'm going to move one of my questions to the second half because we gotta pay the bills here in a little bit. But can you talk about the state tournaments and your mindset for them?
Both?
Yeah. Well, yeah, for both if you can. I know there's a difference between the two. But what can you tell me about that? And because for a lot of people, we love watching you perform on the mat, but it's a completely different thing when you guys are actually in front of, like at the Kohl Center or even at the barn, right? It's a completely different aspect.
The barn is just, you gotta stay where your feet are at. If you think about how there are probably a couple hundred people about 10, 20 feet away from
Right.
you, your head isn't, and then all of a sudden you give up a takedown and stuff goes kind of wonky. But the Kohl Center is just about you. It's you got your teammates cheering you on, your fan base, but that's where you just have fun with it. It's like, all right, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Why not? Like we have a saying, Coach McDaniel Sr. says a lot. Somebody's got to win. Why can't it be me?
Okay. Okay. All right. Brady and Peyton, anything to add to that?
I would definitely say the barn, the atmosphere can be a little intimidating to
Okay.
some new people or new varsity wrestlers, but once you've been in it, I feel like you can like it and use it to your advantage, and it's definitely fun once you're down there.
Okay.
And then at the Kohl Center, I would say it's more towards you and more individual, and you just got to kind of stay focused and get to it.
Okay. Peyton?
Yeah, no, really nothing to add on. I agree with these two.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. We'll get. Oh, Brett, can we hold these to the next?
Just real quick piggyback. I
Okay,
was just
go ahead.
wondering which tournament or meet is more meaningful to you guys, the team or the individual?
Ooh, now you're asking the forbidden question. All right, Peyton, right away.
Definitely a team. Definitely the team,
Okay.
in my opinion, because individual, you set out for your own individual goal to win your own individual state championship. But when you're in the team, when you're a team state, you're going there. You're trying to wrestle to win a title for not just yourself, but all of your peers and wrestlers around you. You're doing it for your entire city and all that as well. I mean, my mindset walking into team state is I'm doing this to take the title home to my family. That's what I'm trying to do. Individual, it's all for me, but for team state, it's for everyone.
Interesting. Brady?
I would definitely agree with that. I would say that the team is more important, in my opinion, because it's for the school, it's for the community and stuff, and
Yeah, well, and not just that. A team. Every one of your guys wrestle. Like on the varsity or whatever. Sometimes, depending on who you match up with. But your thoughts on that, man?
I don't have a favorite because how I see it is the individual state title. That's been in my family since I was 5. That's what you talked about. You talked about high school state title, NCAA titles, World Olympic titles, right? And then you have the other side where, like they said, with the team thing, it's you're basically coming together as a family, right? So you put in 4 months of hour-and-a-half practices after school with these guys where you play dodgeball. Maybe you do sprints one day.
Yeah.
And maybe on those sprints, a kid doesn't listen with those sprints, so you got to do more, but you're doing it together. So I don't really have a side on it.
Got you on that. See, this is great inside. Folks, this is the platinum program in the state, in case you're wondering, folks who are just tuning in or whatever. This is Kaukauna Wrestling. These guys, your goals are to win a state title. Am I right? I mean, there's no other way. I mean, that's what the bar that's been set, the highest bar possible in wrestling. Hey, folks, let's take a break. We'll come back here to the second half of the Varsity Roundtable after these messages.
Promote your business, unite your team, or just get your name out there with help from the professionals at Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, we have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your business or organization. We can put your logo, name, or anything else you want on any article of clothing. From embroidery and screen printing to graphic design and heat press services, we've got you covered. Call today.
And now, back to Varsity Roundtable.
All right, back here, second half of the Varsity Roundtable, hanging out with Kaukauna wrestlers, Liam Crook, Peyton Lee, Brady Sprangers. Guys are on board here to talk about great season that they've been having. They've been giving them some real great inside knowledge. Liam and Peyton have been here before, but Brady over there, yeah, you've been the star of the show. He's been really giving us some good inside stuff. Always great to have these guys on. But here's the thing. I know you're competitive, and I love seeing you guys compete against each other. And this is a great subject here for our How Well Do You Know game. Now, this is just a general trivia game. I stole this from Brett over there. He does this at the Packer show. And I've kind of modified it a little bit for us. We have a different subject every time. And I know this is one you guys are going to love. All right? Here we go. And Rosie's going to help me with this because there's going to be visuals here, okay, gentlemen? So I want to have you watch the screen here. Let's not start just yet. Let me tell you what it is. How well do you know pro wrestlers? Okay. You see, Peyton knows it. Well, listen, it's not just the new guys. This is spanning quite a number of decades. Okay. So so here's how it goes. I have a series of 5 questions. They get more difficult as we go along. You hear me? So Question 1, piece of cake. Question 5, maybe not so much. Have a bonus in case we need it, and we always do. But remember, we're a modest show. Look at this guy right here. We don't have no money. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to. We don't have a buzzer. You're gonna have to do one of these. All right. When I ask the question. Now, I'm not gonna ask the question. What we're gonna do is just gonna go to the photo. Okay. So it's all visual. All right. So I think that's it, right? And if we have a tie, we'll use the tiebreaker one. But here we go. How well do you know pro wrestlers? First off, Brady, how do you feel about this?
Terrible.
Oh no. How about for you, Liam? I know Peyton's all jacked.
There might be some Facebook videos of me playing with WWE characters.
Okay.
Other than that.
All right. Okay. Well, listen. Again, let's just go with the first one here. Again, raise your hands, guys. So let's be watching the screen there. Here we go. This first wrestler, easiest one. Here we go. Rosie. Oh, Liam had his hand first.
Hulk Hogan.
There we go. That's how easy it is.
Ricardo, how old is that photo?
I don't know.
Hogan?
I just took him off the interwebs.
It's got to be 40 years old.
That might be like 84. I don't know. Long before these guys were born.
Right.
All right, so here we go. 001.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go. Question 2. Go ahead, Rosie. Oh, that was close. Brett, were you watching?
I wasn't watching. I was watching the...
I'm going to go with Peyton on this one. It was close, though.
That is The Rock.
Yeah. It is, yes.
How about bonus points for his real name?
0. Yeah, do you know his real name?
This is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yes, there we go.
Well done.
Do you know Hulk Hogan's real name? Yeah, I forgot. It's like Terry
something. What is it?
Terry
Holt. What is it? Yeah, never mind.
Yes, I think you're right, Rosie. What'd you say?
Bolay?
I think it's like Terry Bolay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one I don't know.
No wonder he calls himself Hulk Hogan.
Thunderlips.
Thunderlips on Rocky.
Oh, I knew that was the final boss.
All right, so 0-1-1. Brady, don't worry now. You're still in the game. Yeah. All right, wrestler number 3, Rosie. Oh, Liam put his hand up first.
The Undertaker.
Yes. 0-1-2. All right, again, these are supposed to be harder, but these guys are getting it.
Never got into.
Okay, now hold on a minute, Rosie. Let me explain this next photo. Now the Hulk Hogan's in this one, but what I want you to concentrate is on the other wrestler. All right. So here we go. So here is it 0-1-2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Wrestler number 4. Oh, go ahead, Liam.
Again.
Andre the Giant.
Yes. 0-1-3. Now Peyton, you're a little slow on the. I know you know the answer. You just gotta. You okay over there, Brady?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is supposed to be the most difficult one I have here. So 0-1-3. 0-1-3.
A lot of time left, though.
Wrestler number 5, Rosie. Oh, Liam.
Oh, wait. No, I don't know.
I know this one.
Oh, I thought this one would be hard.
Mom knows this
now,
one,
hold on
too.
a minute. Peyton, you don't know?
No.
No. How about you, Brady?
No.
No thoughts. But Mom knows over there. Oh, I thought you did. Yes. It's the Iron
Right.
Sheik. He actually, listen,
Oh, wow.
that's old. I know, I get it. But he actually held the title, and Hulk Hogan won it from him.
Really?
That's what happened. Yeah. That was in the mid-'80s.
You know.
That was right when wrestling was getting big. Hey, that's when I actually followed pro wrestling. But that was a big event. That was what they call the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
One of the WrestleManias. Okay, so 0-1-3 still.
But
We have a bonus question that's worth what, Brett? 3
4
points?
points.
4 points. Oh, yeah, that's
4
right.
points.
4 points. Isn't that nice and convenient, Brady?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. The bonus wrestler. Rosie, put him on. Oh, Liam got
Stone Cold Steve
his.
Austin.
Yeah.
Ooh. That does it
Brady,
right there.
you know who that was, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Where was
Okay.
Randy Macho
I'm
Man
too slow.
Savage? I thought he'd be
I was
on.
considering putting Macho Man. So congratulations, Liam.
Or,
Peyton. Just a little slow on the giddy.
I don't got the
Ric
reaction
Flair.
time.
Well,
Oh, Ric Flair.
yeah.
I was thinking of him.
He
Yeah.
retired.
Yeah, who was
Everyone
the
loves
Ultimate
Ric Flair.
Warrior.
Woo! Everyone loves them. Brett, can I ask a question before?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we go to the next one, look, I want to talk about Coach Macha. You know I do. We always do. First off, I love Coach Macha. I've never met a more intense guy, but a more not just intense, but very cerebral. I love talking to him after your big matches. You know, Liam, after you won the state title, you know, there he is. Very intense, right? But he always has a lot to say. To me, this guy is a walking encyclopedia of wrestling. I bet you this guy has forgotten more about wrestling than I'll ever know. All right, this guy is just amazing. But I want to know some interesting quirks about him. Now, I'm going to start with Brady. Now, Brady, what can you tell me about Coach that people might not know?
I don't know. I guess if you talk to him, you would know it, but you'll talk a lot, and you'll keep talking and stuff. But it's not necessarily a bad thing or whatever. But I don't really know anything that you wouldn't know, I guess. About
Okay. So he's keeping it general. Yeah. Okay. But how about you, Peyton, Liam? they're waiting for you. They're setting you up here, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I do have something.
Okay.
Outside of wrestling, he is big with his dogs.
Okay.
He loves his dogs. Loves to walk them a lot. I know that.
Okay.
I got a story from my biomedical sciences teacher, Miss Shimmerswood, who is neighbor of Maciek, that apparently when he walks, he gets dragged a little bit by his dog, so they end up walking him more than.
Gotcha. Okay. Are they bigger pooches?
Boxers, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Good stuff. How about for you, Liam? Anything come to mind?
How competitive and how smart and intelligent he is in wrestling. He also is in football, baseball, golf.
Everything, huh?
Rock.
Okay. Oh, rock. Like music?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe boxing. Like he's just.
He knows everything and is competitive. He sounds like the Jordan of coaches. You know, Jordan was very competitive in anything.
Yeah.
So, I did get that sense from him though, that he was just a guy who very well read. He knows a lot of stuff. Brett, did you have something online?
Yeah, a couple Facebook. First, a comment from Jason Dreger. Hope I'm saying that right, but he said, "Great wrestlers, but even better people about these guys.
All right.
Their high character is passed along to the younger generation." So that's nice to hear. And then Brad Crook, how does the team celebrate on the bus after a dual win?
We don't.
You don't?
No, we all get in. Coach Manchindo will count us.
Okay.
And we don't talk. We don't do anything. We just look at our seat.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Wow. Is that
Yeah,
true?
I'm serious.
Our only celebration that we're gonna have is if it's after team state, after a victory in team state. Other than that, we're on the bus and we're just going home.
Wow. Brady, you
Business.
guys are focused. Holy mackerel. Is that
Business-like, yeah.
That's business-like. Yeah, that's, you know why? These guys have been there before, right? You guys accept it as just part of your weekly itinerary. It's just, we're just going to go win another tournament. No, I don't mean that. I mean that in the best possible way. That's incredible. Brett, you have something else?
Well, guess who? Nicole Sprangers is checking in on
Okay.
YouTube right now. Who would you say is your biggest cheerleader or your biggest fan throughout the wrestling season?
Here we go. We'll start over with Brady.
I'm not even sure. Maybe come back to me.
Okay. Peyton?
Yeah, my family, mainly my brother Robert.
Yeah. Great 3-time state champion.
Yeah. I mean, I live with him, so we talk about it all the time. I'll come home from practice and I'll tell him a lot of stuff about what we did in that practice and all sorts of that. And then we also push each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Liam.
My parents.
Okay.
My brother. And then those little kids, man. You can hear them from anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when they come in for a home duel, or a bunch of them will come in for an away duel or team state, we could be in the barn and I'd probably still hear them.
Okay.
So they're really inspirational to me.
And so you guys are rock stars. Okay, Brady.
I guess I would also say my parents, but then I would also say, like, on the team is my practice partner. He's always pushing me and, keeping that bond close and, yeah.
Good stuff. Great questions. Advice for younger wrestlers. What would you tell, and you have a lot of them, you guys, like I said, rock stars, to your community, to the young guys? It's always a perpetual thing. There's always more great wrestlers coming up through the Kaukauna system. What is your advice for them? We'll start there with Peyton. What would you say to the younger guys coming up?
I would say, because the one struggle that I had as a little kid is that I couldn't, I guess, find the fun in it.
Okay.
At first, I mean, there's been multiple times when I was way younger that I almost quit the sport entirely, and I got told just to keep going, and that's what kept me into it to where I am now. So I would just say find the fun in every moment.
Okay, interesting. Brady?
I would say definitely try to find something fun in it, and then it's definitely gonna be hard. It's not easy, so you're just gonna have to stick with it if that's like what you want to keep doing.
Yeah. Liam?
Ask questions, even if in your head they sound stupid.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't matter how much, like, people tell you that you could have figured that out yourself or whatever. Ask questions, because confidence in this sport is the biggest thing.
Gotcha.
In anything, confidence is key. So ask as many questions.
Great stuff. I have a few more things here. Rituals and superstitions. Now, we were talking a little bit about this beforehand. Do we start with Peyton on this, Brett? Do you
Sure.
think?
Let's do it.
What do you do individually to get ready? And they were mentioning that, and they were going to save it for this. Rosie, do we need to go to another camera, or
We have
is it
something
ready?
special planned?
So
Is that
explain
what?
it
Yes.
first. Explain it
All right,
first.
I can explain it as I go because
Okay, go ahead.
I guess it'll make more sense.
Okay.
I'll show you guys what I do before I shake someone's hand in the match.
Ah,
Like that.
okay. Yeah, you're on camera.
Which
All right.
direction am I supposed to be in? I don't know.
Right
Just
there,
go.
right there is
Good?
fine. You're,
Let's go.
Yep.
All right, so I'll put on my ankle band, I'll slap it on, and I kind of hit a little jump. So I'll slap my legs,
Yep.
bring myself down. Now I like to bring my feet. I'll bring it to my butt as I go up.
Okay.
So I'll slap, and I'll come here,
Yep.
and then as I'm doing it, I'll turn around. So the full thing would just be like putting the ankle band on. I'm coming here, then I'll turn around, and I'll shake someone's hand. That's what I do before
Gotcha.
every match.
It's got some good
That's
hops there,
great.
Ricardo.
Brett, how come you don't do that before our live streams?
I pull a bunch of muscles if I
You
tried
don't do
that.
anything fun
Muscles
like
I
that.
didn't know I had.
That's great stuff, Peyton. I'm gonna be watching that now every time I cover their
You got up
their
high.
matches. What was that?
You got up high.
Yeah, he did. You got some ups, my friend. Okay, how about for Liam? Now, Liam, you're chuckling a little bit here, but what's yours then?
I don't really have one.
Oh, you don't?
I just kind of, I like to tell myself to have fun.
Okay.
I don't really try to stress it a whole lot.
Okay. How about for you, Brady?
I do not have one, I don't think. No.
Wow.
Creativity
Okay.
in the boings.
Yeah, I guess so. Peyton's he took good care for all two of you. Then in that way. Brett, do you have something from online?
Well, actually, I just wanted to thank Cellcom, our sponsor, and I just want to say for Cellcom, keep more dollars in your pocket when you join Cellcom. For a limited time, you can save $360 on select plans when you keep your current phone. So be sure to visit Cellcom.com for details. But we appreciate all their support.
Thank you, Cellcom, for sponsoring the Varsity Roundtable. By the way, a few more things, guys. I got to pay the bills here, too. Follow Varsity Roundtable on TikTok at Varsity Roundtable. I can set that up. Now, look. Don't make fun of my TikTok posts. They're very, very general. They're not creative. I don't know what I'm doing. They set it up for me, Brett, right? The the volleyball team that helped me set it up. I didn't know what I was doing last year, but it is slowly getting followers. But that's the best place to find out who's going to be on the Varsity Roundtable, because it's all about the student athletes. So I figured that a bunch of you guys follow it on TikTok. So if you haven't, please do at Varsity Roundtable. I'm also on Twitter at Ricardo DeLeon, DELIAN. Vote on Athlete of the Week. If you go to postcrescent.com, look under the sports tab and under the varsity, you can vote for Athlete of the Week. I'm pretty sure Liam, I think you're on there. So please, if you vote for Liam or vote for any one of your favorite athletes that are on that the poll there. Live stream of the week, Brett. We're excited about this. Your basketball team, we're watching them, right? Kaukauna at Appleton North boys.
Two top 10
teams,
right?
7:15 p.m. You guys get a chance to watch the hoopsters every once in a while, or you guys are always at practice? You do? Okay.
We'll catch them at a home game every once in a while, kind of watch.
Yeah.
But
you guys are busy. Come on. You guys are state champs. These guys are busy.
No, they do their work, we do our work.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
Peyton,
we'll see
how
them
about you?
Friday
Brady?
night.
What was that?
Maybe we'll see these guys Friday night at
Maybe
Appleton
Friday
North.
night?
Yeah, it's equal for everyone. So
Okay.
just because we got state titles doesn't mean any other sports teams are less or higher than us. It's all equal here.
All right. Great. I love that. Yeah. Brady, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I would say they're equal.
Okay.
I don't usually get out and watch any of them, but
Okay. All right. Gotcha. There's a
lot of success.
You
at
guys have a
Kaukauna
lot of
overall.
success in Kaukauna, man. I mean, you guys are
Ton
like
of
championship central.
Softball.
Team, yeah. Good, great stuff. So yeah, think about that. Okay, here we go. College choices. Now, remind me now. Peyton's a senior.
Yep.
Brady, you are
junior.
So both you and Liam
Yep.
are juniors. Let's start here with Peyton. Have you decided on maybe something at the next level, possibly that you might do?
Yeah, I've been. I'm not gonna name anything, but
Okay.
I've been talking to a couple of places. I'm rounding it down, and I think I'll have a decision by that pretty soon here.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be texting you then, just to be nosy as I am. For Brady and Liam, how about for you, Brady? Are you looking to wrestle maybe at the next level, or?
I am probably not.
Okay. All right. How about for you, Liam?
I'm committed to University of Virginia.
Okay. All right. Great.
He's a Who.
Congratulations on that. Is that the Hokies?
No, the Cavaliers, but they're
Cavaliers.
the Who's. Go Who's, yeah. For Virginia.
I don't know anything.
Charlottesville.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, good stuff. Congratulations. Why was that the spot for you?
Just a great environment and great coaching staff. Coach Garland, Coach Paulson, Coach Ian. They're all there to make you better, and
Okay.
team's really good environment overall.
Okay. All right. And Peyton, did you have a field of study maybe you were looking at?
I couldn't tell you what it exactly is
Okay.
called. It's like film studies, something like that. But I want to be a video editor.
Oh, wow.
You work with Rosie.
That's what
over
Rosie.
here.
Hey,
Yeah.
those guys are always in need. I'm telling you that right now. Am I right, Rosie? Video editors, man.
coming after your job,
Worth
Rosie.
they're worth their weight in gold. I'm telling you this right
That's the
now.
line.
And how about for you, Brady? Did you look at? Do you have any early ideas of what you want to do?
I'm not really, no.
Yeah, don't. You don't have to. Don't. You got plenty of time, right, Brett? Do you have something else, Brett?
I
from
do have
online?
a couple things. First of all, Christina Crook says Peyton's whirlybird means a win. Right? That's the little spin thing.
Oh yes. Needs a win. Okay.
Means a win. So when he
Means
does
a
that,
win. Okay, so there's yeah.
that's a
So
win.
it's a little bit
automatic.
of a superstition then.
Automatic.
So, okay.
Brad Crook, what is your favorite food after weigh-ins?
Here we go. I've always wondered that too. Like, what do you guys? I mean, you can't hog out, obviously, but maybe after you win a state title, though, right, Liam? You get to eat a little bit.
Yeah. Last year I went a little overboard
Okay.
in the hotel, but usually I'll start with an energy drink and then I'll have like a wrap
Okay.
and some fruit, grapes, whatever.
Okay. Okay. How about for you, Peyton?
So what I usually do is I'll stop at KT
Okay.
and I'll pick up a big Italian sub,
Okay.
and then I'll get myself probably a Prime or a Gatorade,
Okay.
and that's what I'll have before any duel or tournament.
Gotcha. Interesting. All right, Brady.
I don't know. I usually just eat throughout the day because I don't really cut usually. So
Okay.
I usually just like to keep it pretty light and something healthy like fruit, and then maybe some like a peanut butter sandwich or something like that, and then maybe a Gatorade.
Gotcha. Okay, that was a great question, though. Wrap it up, Brett. We're wrapping this up. Am I right?
We're ready to go. Yeah.
Look, I think we go to shout-outs right now, Brad. Then I'll ask my final question after this. So right above Mom there, right above is a camera. See, right above you. That's where I want you to look for this. I always start farthest to my right. So Brady, give some shout-outs, man. Send some love out to people who got you where you are today. Go ahead.
Shout out, I guess, to my coach, Maciek, Coach Ski, I guess the whole coaching staff, really, and then my parents.
Okay. All right. Robert?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out the coaching staff, my family. If it wasn't for my dad and my brothers and all of them, I wouldn't be where I am today. And thanks to these guys and the rest of my partners as well, because without him whooping on me in the practice room, I would not be anywhere where I am today.
Great stuff, Peyton. Okay, your turn, Liam.
Shout out my parents, my coaches in Kaukauna and Virginia. Shout out my dogs. I love them. Shout out Quick Trip for being a thing.
Not a sponsor, but Brett, we got to get
loves
on board.
Quick Trip, right?
Right, everyone talks about the Quick Trip. Look, my last question is this, and you guys are so focused. Obviously, we heard about what you guys do after winning various tournaments and things like that, but I did this last year as well. What are the keys to getting that 5th title, do you think? Actually, we'll start with Liam here and then go back down. Because your roster right now, as it is already potent enough to win it. Now it's about developing the next couple months.
Keeping your head where your feet are at. You know, you can't either A, say that you already won, or B, have tunnel vision.
Gotcha.
You know, because like I said when we were talking about good teams, Wisconsin Rapids in our team sectional, Nina we'll see however many times.
Yep.
They could be the ones to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't let that happen. So always understanding that you got to be better than what you were last year.
And some of those key D2 teams are playing D1 or on D1 now, like Lux Casco and things like that. All right, how about for you, Peyton?
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, I guess I'll say something that I heard from Maciek and all of them is that we'll celebrate the day that we win our team state, but the day after we reset and we get back to work, and that's kind of the big thing here is that we don't worry about it as much as we'll just try to improve every day. And of course we want that 5th team state title, but we want everything else in the process that we can get to. So we're just going to keep improving and keep working hard in the practice room to achieve our goals.
All right, Brady.
I would say everyone's got to stay focused and stay hungry for that 5th one. That's pretty much what I got to say.
Okay, great stuff. Again, thank you, gentlemen, for being on. Again, this is Kaukauna Wrestling, 4-time state champion, back to back on the show here tonight. Thank you, guys. Again, Liam Crook, Peyton Lee, Brady Sprangers. Thank you so much, guys, taking time out of your busy schedule to come visit us here at the mothership downtown Appleton on College Avenue next week. We don't know who's going to be on, but you know, Brett, we talked about the TikTok. Best place to find out is on TikTok at Varsity Roundtable or on Facebook, facebook.com/Varsity Roundtable, the best place to find out who's going to be on the show. So thank you again, gentlemen, so much. Thank you out there in the interwebs for giving us some great questions. We really do appreciate that. So again, for Liam, Peyton, and Brady, I'm Ricardo Arguello. Don't forget about Brett Christopherson over there, Jim Rosandick, also part of the Varsity Roundtable team. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here again next Wednesday for another episode of the Varsity Roundtable. Keep smiling, guys.